headed to Cleveland, Ohio for the Cleveland Browns versus the Pittsburgh Steelers game. It is a rivalry game. If you know, then you know. If you don't know, then you just don't know. But that doesn't matter. So here's the skinny. I'm going with them, but I ain't going to no NFL game. I'm going to shop till I drop. And hopefully I will find a ton of beautiful containers, and I'm taking you guys with me. One of the things that I'm looking for, if I can find any type of terracotta, I'm looking for terracotta. I'm looking for concrete pots, big or large. And guess what? When I'm out of town and I see big, beautiful pieces, baby, I will have them shipped back to St. Louis. So hopefully I get lucky and can add to my collection. If I'm not able to add to my collection, then I just missed out on this one. But I have a list of garden centers that I want to run to. I went on Google to see, like, you know, what garden centers will be close to the Cleveland Browns stadiums. I've taken you guys with me on trips like this before, so it's nothing to it but to do it. First thing I see, terracotta. You guys, look at these pots. And they are heavy. Let's see if we can get this one moved to the shade. Now, that's cute. Very cute. These are cute. Let's see what we see. No, I have a ton of terracotta, so it has to be something that catches my eye and something that I can't like go find in St. Louis rather. All right. So just tons of pots. All right, do you guys see anything? Now, if I can find a different shape here, let's move this out the way. That's kind of cute, but it has a crack in it, which sometimes you will come across that with your terracotta. And everything is pretty much packed up for the season. This is cute, but it doesn't have a hole in it. So that probably was one of their display pots right there. But that's absolutely gorgeous. I didn't really see anything that jumped out at me, but if I stayed in the Cleveland area, this would be a nursery that I definitely would frequent to see what they have, because it looks like they have a pretty good selection here. Looks like they have like some of their Christmas inventory out here. But of course, you know, I wouldn't be packing no Christmas inventory up to take home. I can get that from Sherwood. Pretty soon they should be putting out their Christmas stuff. In here, we have some bulbs. Oh, you guys, look what I found. But are they any of the colors that I don't have? Christmas lights and stands, Christmas decoration, more bulbs. Yeah, I turned them all on. Ooh, yeah,
yeah. Take the next left onto Rocky River Drive.
So we're back. Let's unravel everything so I can show you what all I came up with. So I'll set the first box down. I set that off to the side. And then we'll pick this back up. So we have some room to stretch everything out. So here is the frame. All right, so we have a frame right here, 2 of these. And so here's our terracotta pots, and they just go on the inside, just like that. And there is no name brand on these. So I bought 2 of these. But then this is what I am most excited about right here. This baby. Let me scoot this off to the side. Most excited about this container. We went to the first garden center. That garden center was open. Staff let me just look around, even at the containers that were tucked away for the winter time. They still let me go back there and look. Didn't see anything that caught my eye, because when I buy containers that speak to me. I don't buy containers just to be getting a container. So nothing really spoke except for these 2. And whether or not I bought a container or not, because they were so nice, I was still going to give them some type of business. Even if I would have just bought a whole bunch of more Amaryllis bulbs, because they had a beautiful display of Amaryllis bulbs. Went to the next garden center. They said they were open. Were not. Went to the next one. Same exact thing. On the way back, like getting ready to leave out of town, I ended up stopping at another garden center. And you guys, when I tell you, when I seen this container right here, baby, you would have thought I was in the NFL game, because I literally like and picked this container up, didn't see anything else, and went on out the door. I didn't even get any footage at that one, because I was like not having any luck with the garden centers that I was going to. But this is why I was so excited about this one, because hold on one second. Yes. So I have the pair. And so that's what it takes sometimes. Sometimes it takes for you going to one state, getting a container, and getting the next container in a completely different state. You guys, now I have the same exact container in a pair, bought years and years and years and years apart. And so that's why a lot of times when you guys ask me, where do you get your containers from? Now, honey, that's my secret. Y'all know, since the induction of my channel, when everybody have been asking me, where do you get your beautiful pieces from? They know I say almost verbatim. When I go on shopping trips, I go from garden center to garden center to garden center, and I get my containers. And I'm telling you, that is how you do it. Super excited. I feel like this was successful, and I know they look a lot different in color, but remember, this one has been outside, it has been aged, it has been loved, it has been acclimated to the garden. And guess what? This one will eventually get the same type of patina. But let me say this. If I see a third one, I'm going to pick up a third one. If I see a fourth one, I'm going to pick up a fourth one. That, my friends, is how I have made my container collection. Absolutely. Like, if you want a container collection like this, if you get everything from the same place, everybody in town gonna have the same container collection. You see what I'm saying? So for years, I have been collecting containers, collecting fountains. That's how you do it. Do I get a discount? No, I pay full price. The price is the price. A lot of times you'll find that when you have these smaller containers like this, they do get on the pricey side. I'll put this one down for a second. Now, I would have thought I would have been able to find more containers than what I did. But sometimes when you go on these trips, sometimes you only come back with 3 pieces. I'm not going necessarily for the quantity. I mean, you know, I'm looking for containers that speak to me, like how can this container move me? How can it improve my container collection? Not to be collecting just to be collecting. So drop down in the comment box. Let me know what you think about these beautiful containers. I would love to hear about it. I'm so excited to be introducing you all to someone that's going to be joining us on the channel. Come on, you don't have to be shy. They're not going to bite you. The Gardenaires are absolutely fabulous. I'm just telling her how you guys are fabulous, and she doesn't have to be shy. You know what, you guys, come on in. Get closer. Come on, girl. Say hi. Say hi to the people. They're not going to hurt you. They're absolutely wonderful and beautiful, and I absolutely adore them. You guys, this is going to be the newest member on the channel joining us over here. Say hi to her. Can you guys guess what today's video is going to be about? Drop down in the comment box. I'll give you a few seconds. If you guessed that today we're going to be installing a fountain, you are absolutely correct. Let's get started. This area right here is where I want to install the fountain at. So I have like a semi hedge of hydrangeas here, and I feel like it would just be so beautiful to have a statue just kind of in this area. The fountain is assembled. This should be about the height that you'll see the fountain at, making it the perfect place to tuck a small fountain. But I've already blown out the leaves that's right here. Let's just start prepping the area, and let's just work and try to get as much done as we can, because I do have a few other projects that I want to get done today. Have the entire area sheet mulch with some cardboard. Normally I use a paper, but since I'm trying to get this done, I just went ahead and I just used some cardboard that I had on hand. Normally I use a roll, and I've talked about that in other videos. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the sand and put the sand around the edge so we can get the edger in that's gonna go in. have the brick pavers coming around, and they're not perfect, but I just want to at least get them in place so I can get the fountain back here. For the most part, the fountain is level. If it decides to shift within now until it's time to start it back up, then we'll go ahead and we'll adjust everything. So let's get this fountain set up because we're not done yet. We just getting warmed up. We are just getting started. Plus, not only that, I have to finish cooking Thanksgiving. Drop down in the comment box because I know by the time this video comes out, Thanksgiving will have already passed. So let me know, what did you make for Thanksgiving? And I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and happy Thanksgiving to you. Happy holidays. Drop down in that comment box and let me know. And I also want to know, did you have to go into work on Thanksgiving? Let me know down in the comment box. Let's get this fountain set up. I want to head inside because remember I shared with you guys how to get some fast blooming amaryllis bulbs? Well, I think I really have it perfected. I am going through, I'm collecting my data, and that way I know like how to really present it to you. And I know because I am a smaller creator, I really should be holding back on some of these things that I'm telling you guys. Because usually in the world of YouTube, what happens is you have these bigger creators that have a bigger audience. They come in, look at your content, take it, change this word out, add this word in, and then now they're going viral and you're still sitting at the same number. And so I'm trying to hold back, but I want to show you guys the progress that I'm having with these Amaryllis bulbs. And then also another thing that I want to do is I just found out that one of my neighbors is not feeling too hot. So I want to make her a beautiful Amaryllis arrangement because she loves Amaryllis. This is what we need to tackle. Now, can you guys see that these Amaryllis right here? Now, I just showed you guys this, right? And look at how far it has progressed. And this one right here, I might have to even, it's going to be a struggle getting this one out. Oh my God, I don't want to break it. All right, hold your breath. Oh my, oh my. Look at this. Get on up in here. Come on. Get closer. Get closer. Yes. Look at these beauties just waiting to be planted up. So I want to get a couple of things accomplished. I want to pop these up because they're getting ready to crack. I just recently showed you guys, I like to give a little bit of behind the scenes of what's going on, what I got cooking up over here on Garden Queen. So I showed you guys, I said, look at these beauties. And you guys, look at them already. Now, I am going to be potting up just a simple arrangement for my neighbor. And we're going to go and grab her Amaryllis. And I thought I had it downstairs, because I'm telling you, I got Amaryllis in different stages of bloom. So what we're going to do is we're going to run to that plant room, that plant laboratory, and we are going to grab that Amaryllis, and I'll show you a little bit of what's cooking up in that room. And those, as well as these, are from my personal stash that I brought over from year to year to year, in dormancy, out of dormancy, that type of thing. Here's my second room that I like to use for propagation and different things like that. But I came up here because I wanted to grab pink Amaryllis for my neighbor. We're going to pot that up as well too. And then we're going to take it to her. So just to give you guys a little bit of show of what's going on, you can see I have them in different stages. Like this one right here is getting ready to break bud, which, let me see. This is getting ready to break bud right here. I'm looking for a pink one. There's a white, red and white, red and white. And these are from my own collection that I placed into dormancy and then brought them out of dormancy. So once you get that skill down pat, you should have about a 96% success rate with your Amaryllis. Okay, so here's a pink one right here. And let's see. Here's a pink one right here too. But you know what? I want to be selfish and keep this pink one for myself. Because can you see the leaf around the bud is starting to lift up? Can you see that? Here's the one miscellaneous apple blossom right here. And check this out. Some of these I have planted so shallow. Very small amount of dirt. Okay, so what I was saying is I kind of want to be selfish and keep this one right here for myself. And give her this one. I think I have some more pink downstairs. Actually, I know I have some more pink downstairs, but they're not as far along as these ones are right here. So the ones that I have downstairs are kind of like in this stage right here. So I think what we're going to do is I'm not going to be selfish, and I am going to part ways with this one. Just because I can see it won't be too long until this one cracks open. So let's grab this one. We grabbed this Amaryllis, and this is the one that we're going to use for her. I was thinking something pink. Typically, she has like Thanksgiving and things going on in her house. She's not doing that this year. So I wanted to just go ahead and just bring her something just anyways. She is definitely a lover of flowers. I'm so blessed to have her and her husband and her just family in general as my neighbor. She's awesome. Like, I talk about her often. And she is the only one, maybe a few others, but any container that I send to her, she's going to make sure it gets back to me in one piece. She even washes them out, so I can literally just put them in the storage. I was going to do something simple for her, you know, with just maybe just grab like a terracotta pot, you know, something with a saucer up underneath. But I think we might just step it up a bit just because of who she is to me and my family. So this is a pink amaryllis bulb. And so I went ahead, I wanted to be so selfish and keep the one that was kind of like getting ready to break that pure pink for myself. But I have more. So I'm going to go ahead and send this one to her because I'm quite sure it'll brighten up her day. You know, like a little get well soon type of thing, you know. This is what the back of the arrangement looked like. I did peel off the skin to the amaryllis just because I wanted more of that white effect to show. And then that also gives an opportunity for someone that's kind of like trying to plant check you. I didn't know amaryllis came with white bulbs, and you can just kind of say, you know, well, I did go in and I did peel off the outer coating of it. And it's fine because this will now turn into your new outer coating. A little cleanup here. On the front of this, I tucked in a peperomia, and we have a cyclamen as well. A topsy-turvy cyclamen, and I just love the look of this. And then around the edges, I came in with some moss, and I added that in for texture, and I think it just makes everything just pop. And see, that is what the back of it looks like. And as you can see, I did go in and I did peel the outer coating off of the bulb. We're on the hunt for hellebore plants. So you guys, come along with me as I shop for hellebore plants. So let's just call this a hellebore plant haul. Oh my God, look at this.
You got good prices on those.
I know, look at that. Oh. Preserved boxwood. So cute. So I do think I'm going to go ahead and get these hellebores. You guys, so I made it back home. I'm uber excited about my finds. You guys, you have got to see these beautiful containers. And as always, when I buy containers, I like to buy containers in a set. And the reason why I do that is that way if I want to group them together, then I'll have 2 and 2. So the only set that I really seen that really caught my eye and I just had to have were these gorgeous. Matter of fact, let me show you guys what all I have. And I also picked up some beautiful hellebore plants. Gorgeous. I love the detailing on them. I love the aging. You guys, these are just beautiful and awesome. So I got the smaller size here, but then let me move the small size out of the way. But then I also got the size that's just a little bit bigger. So let me go ahead and get these moved out of the way. All right, now these hellebore plants, they look a little bit tattered, but I did go ahead and buy them anyways because it was a deal that I definitely was not going to pass up. Let's get in close and let's look at this bloom. You guys, look at this. Look at that. Yes, honey, yes. So let's get these in, and then we got the last little tray here. So I'm going to go ahead and take these terracotta pots directly and put them in my terracotta pot cabinet. So let's get these inside as well. You guys, look at this. Woo! OMG, you guys. Let's get these inside. Now, each year in my garden, I always feature some form of hellebore. They're gorgeous, they're beautiful. They can be a little bit on the expensive side. So in past years, when I would use hellebore plants, I would use them in beautiful spring arrangements, and then I would have to turn around and I would have to give them to a neighbor or a friend because for the most part, my yard is full sun. My house faces the west. So therefore I get full sun in the morning, full sun in the afternoon. 2 years ago, I actually went in and developed a raised bed area that was more in the shade, so that way I could feature some of those more shade loving plants. So since then, I've been trying to beef up my collection of hellebore plants. Now, you guys, recently I went and I bought some hellebores when I was out of state, and although they wasn't looking too good, they were a lot cheaper than they are in my region. They only had 3, so I snagged those up. But I do want to go and find more hellebore plants that are readily available, that can be used in beautiful containers. So we're definitely looking for some that are different. We're definitely looking for some hellebores that are more appealing to the eye. Now, I am going to be visiting a couple different garden centers. I am going to see what they have because one garden center may bring in a different hellebore than the other one. So let's go ahead and see what they have. And I'm going to hurry up because we are supposed to be getting some weather, but I'll definitely take you guys along, and then I'll bring you guys back, and then I'll show you what the hellebores look like. So here's Monrovia, Black Tulip, Magnolia. Real cute. It's already budded up. And this is what we are looking for. You guys, look at this. Just gorgeous. Winter Jewels painted double hellebore. I really love, oh my god, look at this, you guys. Gorgeous. So you guys, I hit the jackpot. I found a ton of hellebores in this greenhouse. So you guys, let's get a cart. Let's get a cart. Let's get a cart. Oh my god, look at that. Look at the inside of that one. Which one is this one? All right, this is the Ice and Rose hellebore. Right, and then you guys, some beautiful lavender. Look, that is my most absolute favorite evergreen. I need to get a cart because it just gets serious. Let me go get a cart. And then I think while I'm out here, I'm gonna go ahead and get some potting soil. And see, this is what I mean. If you guys need potting soil, they literally have it. Like, look at all it is. You got your compost. You got some more garden soil right here, Spoma. You got the potting mix. And then the raised bed mix. One stop shop. So let's go ahead and get a cart. Yes, honey. Monrovia, of course. Aren't these gorgeous? Ooh, baby, this is ice cold, honey. So we have some beautiful hellebores. You guys, when I tell you, whenever I come to Sherwood Forest, I'm definitely not leaving out empty-handed. I'm so pumped now. I'm excited because I definitely hit the jackpot on the first stop. So you guys, wait a minute. I had too much in the back of my trunk because I went ahead and got some bags of potting soil. So if you're in the St. Louis region and you're looking for potting soil, you're looking for raised bed soil, you're looking for garden soil, you're looking for compost, you know where to come. Sherwood Forest. Our way to the next garden center, and hopefully I can find some of the hellebores that I'm looking for to go ahead and check off the list for this collection. Now, these are really cute. There's some right here. This is Mother of the Bride Wedding Party Lenten Rose. Now, these are cute. I like the color on the back of them. Like the darker color ones, I'm obsessed with. Look at that. And this is Honeymoon. Roman Red Honeymoon. This is Snowball's Christmas Rose. Now this is gorgeous. Now this is a double variety. This is the same one, Mother of the Bride. Alright, so the first hellebore that I found that was on my list is Flower Girl. Beautiful double petals. Notice the rose bloom, and then the back of it is also gorgeous as well. It's budded up, so I have a lot more blooms. And then we have Winter Jewels painted double. All right, and then we have Ice and Roses Red. You guys, look at that, beautiful, and it's literally buds everywhere. And this is a Monrovia find. So even though hellebores can deal with very frigid temperatures, I'm not going to put these outside quite yet. So I'm very excited about my hellebores that I found, and I was able to check off 3 of the hellebores that I had on my list that I wanted to add to a collection of hellebores that I'm doing for my garden. I'm so excited, and I think I'm even more excited that you guys were able to be on a journey with hunting for hellebore. We're going to go ahead and call the video quits for right now. It is like 20 degrees outside, but honey, I was on a mission to find more hellebores. So if this is your 3rd or 4th time over here on Garden Queen watching one of my videos, welcome, welcome, welcome. Or maybe if this is even your first time over here on Garden Queen watching one of my videos, I would love for you to subscribe to the channel. Why not? It's free for you to do it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm gonna go ahead and get inside because it is quite cold. Hi you guys, welcome back. Today we're not in my garden, But we are in Atlanta, and what I like to do when I'm in the different cities is I go to the different garden centers and I see what they have available that's different from what the nurseries carry in the St. Louis region. I also like to take this time as well to go to the various garden centers to see what type of containers they have. Now, as I stress this all the time, if you guys want a beautiful, luxurious container collection, you have to get out of those big box stores and you have to see what they have at the local nurseries, because one nursery might carry something that your nursery might not carry. They might have a contract with one container brand that they don't have maybe in your local region. So what I want to do is I want to head out and I want to start to see what's in the local nurseries. Hopefully we can get through the Atlanta traffic. If not, you guys, then this trip just might be a no-go for us at the local garden centers. Before we go, I definitely want to show you guys the view because it's absolutely amazing. You guys, look at this. Isn't that just beautiful? The city skyline of Atlanta is just gorgeous, and it's even, I should have took some footage of what it looks like at night because you guys, it is gorgeous. Look at that. And it just stretches as far as the eye can see. Thank you. All right, y'all. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Yeah. Safety first. Whew. Okay, y'all. I'm out of that mess, baby. I'm out of that mess. All right, y'all. So it looks like the traffic is going pretty good. It's not too bad. Normally it's a lot thicker around this time, but it seems like we might be able to get everything, get to where we need to be. Look at the pots and see what pots they have available. They have anything different than what we have at home. Those are the things that I grabbed. Wait a minute, I see some pots straight over there. Let's go. All right, so these are not bad. $39.50 for terracotta. Made it back from the garden centers. Because of the traffic, we were not able to make it to as many garden centers that I wanted to go to. So we ended up stopping into a big box store, and I wanted to look at the plant inventory to see what type of plants they had available that was different from the plants that we had in the St. Louis region. Now, the middle of a heat wave in St. Louis. You guys, we've had triple-digit temperatures, and I know all of my plant inventory that I had for future videos is destroyed. So I'm gonna have to start from bare one, scratch one. So hopefully, I mean, it's gonna definitely be on my mind as I ride back in. The next time we greet each other, I'll be in my garden. Let's head back.
Continue on Northside Parkway, northwest for 2 miles.
So we made it back home, and just as I suspected, everything is completely dried out, and we'll move to the back. But the first thing that I noticed is that the leaves on my hydrangeas are drooping over. I can see where they have been burnt and everything. But the thing of it is, one thing to keep in mind when you guys are watering your hydrangeas, make sure if they're drooping during the hot part of the daytime, you want to just let them suffer through. Whatever is going to burn off will burn off. So with a hydrangea, if it starts to notice that it's not getting enough water, what it will do is it will kill off the hydrangea leaves on the inner part. So if you guys see that the inner leaves of your hydrangea are actually dropping, don't worry about it. But what I'm going to do is, because our hoses are put away in the front yard and I need to be able to move through each one of these areas real quickly, let me show you guys how we're going to water these front containers. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus only on the ones in the containers first. Nope, I haven't lost it, and guess what? I'm going to give them 2 buckets of water apiece. So let's go ahead, let's fill this up a second time. We're going to hit this one, then we're going to hit the one on the end. At the end of winter, early spring, you guys, I went in, I trimmed them very deep because they had a few different problems going on. One, because my hydrangeas are in the front walkway, I trimmed my bobo hydrangeas to where they were almost non-existent. And the same thing with my strawberry shake hydrangeas by Monrovia, you guys. I pruned those back vigorously as well. Now, when it comes to my standard hydrangeas, I have 2 here in the front, and they've been in containers, you guys, let's just go ahead and say a decade, because they've been here for quite some time, and I will have to actually go through photos to actually find out how long we've had these hydrangea standards in containers, but they have been here for so long. I started pruning those back. I noticed that they had some insect borer going through the wood, and that's something that is common to hydrangeas, especially the ones that have more of that woody growth. You will see when you start to prune them, the longer you have them on the property, or something is boring through the wood. So when you see that, what you want to do is you want to go in, you want to prune it all the way back to try to get as much of that damaged material out. And because I had to do that on actually both of these, the longer that you have hydrangeas, especially the ones with the woody growth on them, the more you will start to see the problems that hydrangeas have. And I went ahead and I gave them 2 full buckets of water because they have been quite some time without water. These containers have been here so long, they're not set up on drip, and actually a lot of my containers actually have the wiring to be set up on drip. Something that I need to check off my list for this season, because had I had everything set up on drip, The only thing I would have to be worrying about right now is my inventory. So now my fountain, you guys, is barely, that's another thing. When you're gone from your garden, when you go on vacation, if you don't have someone watching over your fountains, your containers, and God forbid you have any inventory, even though I have some of my plants are sitting in like a small shallow pool of water, those did okay. But for my fountains, all of those need to be filled up. So I'm going to start with the one in the front. No, I should be shamed because I should have already had these pansies out. But you guys, they did not look this bad before we left to go to Buckhead or Atlanta to Georgia. They did not look that bad, but since we got hit with a heat wave, go ahead, let's snatch these out, and then we'll go ahead and put our summer annuals in this bed. It does look pretty bad, but the only thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in and just cut these out. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to stick these in. I want to go in and I want to prune out the suckers that's up underneath this crabapple tree. Guys, I love this crabapple tree. It gives the most luxurious show in the springtime. And of course, Penelope's in the background barking because she would rather be out here with the rest of us. She's with me all the time. She's my right hand. And we jokingly call her the supervisor over here on the channel. So let's go in and let's go ahead. Let's prune out these suckers. And you guys, I will be so satisfied with how it looks for right now. Let's go do it. We've got a lot done, but we're not finished. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead, click the subscription button. We'd love to have you join us. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Make sure you click that like button, honey. Yes.